season ahead. It's the Texans going up against the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. And incomplete to open things up.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Irvin. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on second is Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. He'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He hits White, complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Dixon. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it again with Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Following the fumble recovery, Dixon. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Dixon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Watson gets it to Strong. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. To throw on 2nd down. Dixon. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Dixon. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taken from just outside the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Dixon, brought in left side by Snead. And, oh, he is really laid out that time, knocked flat on his back. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Dixon. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Let's go! Grand 38! Ohio! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Jim! Out! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An NFL update there in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. Dixon. And this is going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Watson. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, here's Miller. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Again, they run with Sims. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now it's the backup, Hackenberg. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. On first down, Dixon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Play fake. Dixon. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
On 3rd and 2, Dixon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. To throw is Watson. He gets it here to Pete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 down. The gun, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A first down carry now for Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
Watson off play action. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Red zone opportunity. First carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading the game as well as we start the fourth.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Come on, let's go. 38.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jalen Strong from 10 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And this will be a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense. offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Dixon, a dump off to Sims. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Come on now.
Off play action. Dixon. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
They come out here in the I. Looking to throw. Dixon. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Come on, let's go.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I got 86. I got 86. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What?
play fake here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try the air now with Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Let's go!
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Dixon over the middle. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Dixon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun, Dixon. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin with a run by Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, it was zero space, no gain.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Texans, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.